Okay, today's project. I put 16 round bales of hay underneath the treehouse. The treehouse I built when my 15-year-old daughter was 4 years old, and the tree died in 2011 from a drought. The drought that killed millions of trees around Texas. So I had a tree company come about a year after that and cut it all the way down to right above it so it didn't pierce the brown tin roof anymore. So now it's kind of deteriorated, trying to come down. I've done got tired of trying to source out and get a crane operator to lower it out here. Everybody's too busy for a small job, and renting a few giant lulls to lower it down. It's been hard to pin two on the same rental place. So now I'm gonna try to pull the old stump down, not with my bull there, but I'm gonna try to pull it down this way and hope. I'm no engineer, just a high school dropout, and hope when I pull it that it compresses down on the hay pretty good without damaging the structure. I built it real good with hardy plank siding but half-inch decking before the hardy plank, and then it's all insulated drywall, crown mold and ceiling fan, recessed lights, 4 recessed speakers, 1,000-watt theater system, flat screen TV, the whole 9 yards. So it's super nice on the inside, and I don't want it to go to waste since I put all that love into it building it. And now I'm going to try to get it down. This morning I bought 6x6s to put under. I screwed them on under the bottom to help the concussion of landing on the hay. And then hopefully with this 6x6s that's 2 foot deep in the ground, and then they go about a foot into the foundation right there with 3-inch bolts in it on all the legs. Had forward legs, and then it was supported on the tree. So now I'm just going to try to see if I can't pull it down. We're going to find out what's fixing to happen. It might cash me outside, I don't know. But I'm going to have to scare the bull and stuff away so they don't get hurt. Lena, you ready to see it, ain't you? So, here we go, here we go. Yeah, get on back at it. Yeah. I would just like to say, roll tide. How about that? Now let's go see how bad the damage is. But the good news is I could repair that kind of damage there. It did like I predicted. I predicted these 6x6 that I got on there, that they would, since they got 3/8 bolts, that they would just rip this out and destroy it. But that would also kind of help on the fall. And then what I'm going to have to do when I pull it over to the middle of my land and block it up, I'll restructure every bit of that. If there's any cracked drywall in the inside, I'll make sure I float that back out. But looks like it didn't do so bad. Looks like we're going to be able to fix that back up. Yep, looking good. How about that? And that's a roll tide for the team. The balcony got snatched off, which I knew it would. Right up there is where the giant tree limb grew right over the top, so it didn't have much of a soffit. So since it didn't have much of a soffit, you know, when the tree died and didn't have leaves to block everything, it pretty much, you know, water would get down on the balcony and roll under the threshold of the door, and it kind of rotted out a little bit under that corner. So I'm gonna have to cut the floor out in that corner, rebuild it up, then put some new flooring down in there, and then it's gonna be all right. But it sure was a beautiful thing when that giant tree, that tree was humongous. You know, you can see it big now, but imagine before it decomposed and deteriorated. This thing got smaller and smaller, but it was probably pretty old, on over 100 years old or so. But that was a nice tree house, and pretty much did over 95% of it all by myself. Had to help on caulking the hardy plank and getting it all prepped and stuff to finish it up. So a good job to do for your children. Yep, I built it all for my little Sophia that's 15 now. But now 2 more kids came along, Camila 9 and Marina 5, so they've been getting to enjoy it a little bit, but it kind of got dangerous the last few years because the decomposing tree. So now it's time to move it over. Hopefully I finished the move. Won't do it today. I'll pretty much put electric fence wire around this hay so the horses and stuff don't try to come eat it out from underneath it. And then pretty much next week start working away at it again. But my prediction pretty much happened like I planned, that the hay would absorb the fall. It would do a little damage to the foundation, and pretty much I could easily fix that, about a day's worth of work. And now my part is going to be to try to pull a little hay out at a time, cut the rest of that tree up, and slowly but surely get it to the ground, and then pull it over there to the middle of my land, and I'm going to put it underneath those cedar trees there, and then that's where it's going to be at. Then I'm going to build a cute little porch off of it and give it a nice little cute cottage look now. It'll be a ground house. So let's go inside and see how it survived the inside, if the door ain't under so much pressure that it won't open. So let me see how I'm going to get up here. I got my ladder over here that I pretty much used to hold my camera on while I was filming this. But the balcony was built separate except a few 16-footer 2x6s that extended out from the original foundation, but I pretty much knew it was going to get snapped up. So now it's time to get up and see the inside. See how much work I'm going to have to do. And hope it don't catch me outside, because it ain't over yet. My granddaddy always told us never work on Sunday. He didn't believe on working on Sunday, but I don't have much time to do much. So, well, my desk got thrown around, and my, I laid the TV down. I laid the TV down before I did it onto that vinyl boat fabric type mattress I had made. Ceiling fan still fine, recessed lights, recessed speakers, bamboo blinds. I don't see any crown molding cracked, any drywall cracked. The desk is okay. The refrigerator moved forward. The cuckoo clock's still on the wall over there. And my hat's still hanging on the back. I took a bunch of pictures and things down of my cowboy hat, spurs, all that little cool country boy stuff down before I did it. Just in case. I didn't want all that stuff cracking. But the hide-a-bed couch is still there. The flooring is not damaged anywhere. It's up in the corner where the little bit of rot came in and rotted right around behind the store I'm standing at. Air conditioning still fine. But the job ain't over. And the reason I do this, because this is the land that I love. Yep, I told you so. So, yeah, I took the shade off that lamp and laid the lamp down on that pillow. Want to make sure everything was okay. But the desk slid away from the wall, refrigerator did. Didn't really damage nothing. I see nothing damaged in here. So far, so good. There's the balcony. And it's pretty much decomposed wood on it. It was nice while it lasted. But this is going to have a nice, beautiful porch that extends out about 10 or 12 foot when I'm all done. So with that being that way, it's going to look like a cute little cottage. Got the door shut. Ooh. Ah. It ain't every day you see a treehouse get pulled down like that. But it was a success. So I'm proud. I know this is a long video, but I'm just glad it turned out good. Yep. I used my old tractor to move all the hay underneath there today. Adios, amigos. Now I got a little work to do.